Hi guys, good afternoon. And we wanted to visit the Vidhana Soudha on the 2nd of March 2025. There was a book fair going on here, and we reached this place. We kept walking, and we saw there was a popsicle vendor here, and my mom said, "Let's have one." She said hi as well, and we got two orange popsicles here. And we saw this big gate. This is gate number 2 of Vidhana Soudha, and we were getting ready to enter. And we saw a lot of security check-in here, and we started walking after we got in with the orange popsicles. It was blistering hot here. We kept walking our way in. We started walking, and we saw this huge stone building which was under construction. At first I saw how come this Vidhana Soudha is so small, but this was under construction, a new building. Hence we started walking. We continued walking under the bright sun. We saw many vehicles parked on our left side, and on the right side there was already some function going on, the book show inauguration by the poets and writers. And finally the main hero of the show was this huge building, our very own Vidhana Soudha. Looks majestic, isn't it? And this stood tall under the bright blue sky. We kept walking, and we caught a side angle of the building, and we saw further, and all these tents set up for the book displays, all written in Kannada. I guess there were around 150 of these tents. There were actual authors and writers sitting here in some of the tents, and we felt really good looking at all the different kinds of books. My mother was really interested in some tents and some books, and we kept walking. We saw really interesting books as well here. Most of them were Kannada books. All these people reading enthusiasts thronging at this event just to get onto some of the books that they like and some new books that they would like to read. And we kept walking, exploring the different tents. What are the different titles available here? That is their Chanakya. There are different variety of books, and these are some of the publishers. We got a picture of their visiting cards here. So many people. In each tent there were at least 5 people looking at the books, interested to buy them, read them on the go. There's one old lady here, even she's looking at the books. Reading does not have an age. We kept quickly moving around the tents. Interesting titles here. We kept marching on. This is an interesting sight wherein an aged person looking at the books with so much interest, and so many other people just engrossed in the books, not minding what is happening around, who is there around them, and the world has just stopped for them. All they want are books, all they are interested is in the books. This place had 50% discount on books, and we kept moving on, and we saw some more titles. So many more. So it feels really good when you are around book readers. It feels pleasant. You get a good vibe when you are around all these people who have come in search of books in hundreds. And finally my mother chose a few books, a couple of them, and she wanted to get them. She did show us the titles. She was still looking at other books that she can get to read. She relived her school days, college days, when she used to read books and like them. And finally she is deciding which books to purchase from all of these selections. Finally we make the payment for the books that she bought, and she is really happy. You can see the smile on her face. And we did have a look at this big huge book. Probably this is Mahabharata. This was one huge book, all in Kannada. And this particular section, this particular tent, I saw some nice titles about the mind, the body, and yoga, and several other things related to upliftment of oneself. And nonetheless, I did notice this book. I got back to my childhood days when we used to get these kind of books with all the wrestlers. There is Great Khali. There's a spelling mistake here. Hamus, that's Sheamus, Mark Henry. And my favorite, The Undertaker. And we left the tent, all the tents behind, and we started to walk. We wanted to have a closer look at Vidhana Soudha, wanted to have the front view of the whole building, but the whole building was not fitting into one frame. You can see how wide it is. All this is made up of stone covering. It was wonderful, and so many people around us, the tourists who have come today to visit this beautiful place. We did stop by to take some pictures, click some pictures in front of Vidhana Soudha, me, my mother, and you can see how majestic and beautiful, wonderful it looks, the building. I'm not able to take a proper picture of myself since so many people were walking around. That is me in the dark brown shirt, and this is me and my mother in front of Vidhana Soudha. We do not get a chance to come this close to a building like this, so we did enjoy the whole moment, the time we spent at this place. Some more pictures we clicked right in front of Vidhana Soudha, this huge wide building, and every moment was wonderful for us. So this place kept us occupied, and so many people just clicking away pictures in front of this huge building. Everyone happy. The whole vibe was nice and pleasant, positive. I wanted to take as many shots of Vidhana Soudha as possible because I want to upload it in this platform YouTube and keep reliving the moment again and again over time. Look at how wide this place is. And then we did see this round mirror and try to zoom into the windows. We did see some birds, the pigeons, and this art, and also captured some glimpses of the government car. And we did keep walking ahead and saw some more tents where people were thronging, crowding to get hold on to some nice books at good discounted prices. We kept walking and walking. Most of the books were Kannada, so I was not able to go around and get or look at them. But any which ways we kept walking. We saw this smaller building, and there was this huge statue of Mahatma Gandhi sitting. Looks wonderful. Look at the size of the statue there. And this looks like a mini Vidhana Soudha. I am not sure whether this is being used or not. It was all unoccupied since it was a Sunday. Yes, any which ways we kept walking and walking ahead, looking at the different tents. Like I said before, there were around 150 tents, and all of them were filled with books and people around looking at the different titles. Some more tents, and a lot more people. So I wanted to capture all the books, and I spent a lot of time in recording this video of the tent so that you will have a look at the different titles of the book. I didn't want you guys to miss any of them, so I spent as much time as possible to record all of the tents and all the different titles. He kept moving. And then we saw some more tents with the books. We kept walking. It looks like this specific book is based on a movie, or I guess they are going to make a movie based on this book. He was explaining something like that over there. And then we kept walking ahead, and we climbed a flight of stairs which led us inside Vidhana Soudha. But the problem is, as we started to climb the stairs, we saw hundreds of people standing in queue just to get inside the Vidhana Soudha to have a view of the cabinet seating. all the ministers and their placement, the seating arrangement. So even we stood behind the hundreds of people. But the happy thing was we saw many more tents on our left side that kept us occupied while we waited in the line to enter Vidhana Soudha. That's me again, and that's my mother in front of me as we start walking ahead, and we did enter Vidhana Soudha now. We started to climb the stairs and this is our exit. But unfortunately we could not record anything inside, but I have all that stored in my memory. Because of security reason we could not record anything inside, and we clicked some more pictures in front of Vidhana Soudha. That's me in a bright golden shirt. The whole journey that we entered inside and saw the seating arrangement and the security, the tight security inside was amazing. The people did not let us take out our mobile phones at all, even reach out to our pockets. And then here we saw a poet and a writer who has written his book, and he was explaining about the book. Let's hear him.
ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಸರ್?
ಈರಾಚಾರ ಶಾಲೆ.
ಏನಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿ ಬುಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ.
ಇದು ಸೂಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಸರ್. ನೋಡಿ, ತಪ್ಪುಗಳು ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತವೆ, ಆದರೆ ಅದರ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳು ವರ್ಷಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಕಾಡುತ್ತವೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಡಿ. ನಿನ್ನ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಕೊಂದವರನ್ನು ಮೊದಲು ದೂರ ಮಾಡು, ಅವರನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಡು, ನಿನ್ನ ಬೆಲೆ ತಿಳಿಯುವವರೆಗೂ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಬಂದ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ. ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಮಹತ್ವವಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಕೂಡ
ಯಾವುದಿದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕವರ್ ತೋರಿಸಿ.
ಸತ್ಯ ಸಂಕಲನ.
ಬ್ಯಾಕ್
ಹೇಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟದು?
250 ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರತ ಪತ್ರಕರ್ತರ ಸಂಘ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ ಅವರು 2 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಆಡಬೇಕು ಕೋರ್ತೀನಿ.
After almost an hour's time walking under the sun, we sat down here under this huge tent where it was a function of authors releasing their books and talking about it. But we did have a great time listening to them, and we enjoyed the moment. After a brief break, I went ahead to explore the various food tents. Here I drank a lemonade. It was refreshing, and I moved ahead looking at other food tents. There were fresh food, variety of food, all tasty. There was idli and dosa here in this tent, and there were other things as well. This is an ice cream tent, and there was also pizza. This is a Domino's tent. Some non-veg rolls being sold here, but I didn't get this. Some refreshing drinks, and just in front of that, these tents was Vidhana Soudha. I came back again after a brief break, brought some eatables for my mother and a juice, and then we took some more time to relax.
ಶುರುವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಶ್ರೀರಂಗಪಟ್ಟಣದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಮೈಸೂರು. ಅದರ ಪಕ್ಕ ಒಂದು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಿಂತಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ. ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ನೃತ್ಯ, ಭಾರತದ ನೃತ್ಯ ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ನೃತ್ಯ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ. ಅದ್ರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಸಾರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ದ ನಿ. ಅದೇನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ಸಂಗೀತ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಂಗೀತ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ತಾನಿ ಸಂಗೀತದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ದ ನಿ ಸಾ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಸಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾರಿ ಗ ಮ ಪ ದ ನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಮತ್ತು 3ನೇ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕು ದ ಶೀಮ ವಿಯು ಗೀಚಮ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಕು ದ ಶೀಮ ವಿಯು ಗೀಚಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದೊಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಜ್ಞಾನಪೀಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಕವಿಗಳನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಕು ದ ಶಿ ಮ ವಿಯು ಗೀಚಮ್. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವಾಗ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕು ದ ಶಿ ಮ ವಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆನಂದ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಗಿ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ಕಾರ್ನಾಡ್ ಚ ಸಾಕು ಸರ್. ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ನೋಟಿನ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಒಂದು ನೋಟಿನ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದರ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೇವಲ 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಇದರ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೇವಲ 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನನಗೆ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ.
So after this we went to the loo, and this is the inside of the loo. This looks really different. This is a portable loo. You can see how well designed this is. This is the first time I am getting into this kind of a arrangement. And after this we did look at the nearby huge stone building. I'm not sure what this is called, but this was next to Vidhana Soudha. We did admire, and the sky was really nice. It was all clear blue sky. This is Vidhana Soudha, and next to Vidhana Soudha was this big building, and we also saw in the sky that there was a rocket going by. Look at the beautiful sky. And then we started walking after a quick loo break and looking at the building next to Vidhana Soudha. We kept walking ahead and took some more pictures, like in front of the big building here. There was also a fire extinguisher vehicle nearby standing. More pictures, and this was a mesmerizing structure. We stood here for some time, amazed at the type of structure this was, the kind of architecture on this building. I tried to zoom in to get more clearer view of the passageways and the windows. This looks majestic standing tall under the bright blue sky. And we also saw this huge Mahatma Gandhi's stone statue in between these two buildings. And after this we wanted to have a quick snacks break, so we headed towards the food stalls, and we had some snacks. I had this gulkan bun, it was tasty, and we started to explore the different stalls here. Look at the clear blue sky. There was another rocket going by. I guess this is an aeroplane, not sure. Look at the long line of smoke it has released just over and above Vidhana Soudha. We had some more snacks. My mother had some bonda, tasty fresh hot bonda with some chutney. When I had a piece of it. Everyone around us was relishing the different kinds of dishes. And then we kept walking, and we came at the front side of the Vidhana Soudha building, and there was some arrangement going on for some function that would be held in the evening. So since there were empty chairs, we decided to sit and wait for the function to start. That's me and my mother again, all happy and excited to see all the crowd and the arrangement for the function to begin in some time. That's Vidhana Soudha behind me. I'm not sure about the timing, but it was around close to 5:30 p.m. in the evening, I guess. So me and my mother decided to sit back on this cozy chairs, comfortable chairs, and thought let's admire the function. Oh, this is another rocket going by just above Vidhana Soudha. Look at the length of the smoke that it has given out. Look at the sky, it looks like a marble, clear blue sky. And then we sat down, just looking at the crowd behind us. We actually wanted to take some rest, and then since we saw this place, we thought, why not just wait back, sit and see what is going to happen. None of us were prepared as to what this function was all about. And my mother is having some snacks. We kept waiting for the event to start. People were moving out, some people started to come in. There was this message written on this building, Vidhana Soudha, which says, "Government work is God's work." It was past 6 and the building was lit up with colorful lighting. You can see how beautiful it looks now. Some people were moving out. It was past 6 p.m. now. All the colorful lighting was mesmerizing and attractive. We kept waiting. All the people who were going away started to come back, and there were big screens put up, and this was the first performance all set. This was also a huge screen set up here, and look at the beautiful lighting on the building. The corridors were all lit up and everybody started to record. This was the first performance with all the lighting effects on the suits. Looks amazing, isn't it? And there was this big screen right in front of us so that we could see what was happening. And the biggest surprise was this very famous singer Arjun Janya, who came as a surprise for us. This was the first time I was looking at him directly, not on the screen. He had immense energy. He kept performing for hours together. Even all the other people, all his team members, singers started to perform. It was unbelievable. This kind of event I had not attended before this. And many more people started to sing from his team. This was really impressive, the kind of arrangement that this was, the whole event, the lighting. It was a wonderful day. This was his whole team who were singing one at a time his famous songs. That's Arjun Janya there. You can see we were trying to get some glimpses of him.
ಜಗವೇ ಗೆಳತಿಯೇ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜಗವೇ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋರು ಹಾಡೋದು ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಒಡತಿಯೇ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಒಡತಿಯೇ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾರ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜೋರು ಇರಬೇಕು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಕಮಾನ್ ತುಸಿರೇ ನೀನು ಗೆಳತಿಯೇ
function was good, but it was past 8 p.m. now, so we decided to move out from the crowd. Though we wanted to stay back, we couldn't help it because it was going to get late. Though it was 8 p.m., there were people still thronging at this place. The tents, the food courts, the tents were still occupied with people. There was still food supply, and people were having a gala time. We kept walking reluctantly because we didn't want to leave behind that amazing function event that was going on. We still did click some pictures. It was all lit up in blue now. The colors kept changing, the headlights. And then we met this person who wanted to explain about his book. Let's listen to him.
ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬರೆದು ಈ ಬುಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೋ ಹಣದಿಂದ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಬುಕ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ 5 ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಥೆಗಳಿದೆ. ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಜ್ಜ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರು ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳುಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಜ್ಜ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿಸಿ ಒಂದು 60ರಿಂದ 70 ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ 5 ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನ ಬರವಣಿಗೆ ರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. 5 ಕಥೆಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜಾನರಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸೊಗಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
All the best.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
After this, we started to walk back. We wanted to reach the parking place. This is me and my mother one last time. We are all happy and tired as well. We did stop at some of the book tents to look at some books, and then we wanted to visit this place. We spent about 5 minutes near this Mahatma Gandhi's big statue. Look at the colorful lighting here, man. Wow. And then we wanted to get a closer view of the statue, the different sculptures and the different designs that was carved on this. So we went a little more closer to this huge structure. Unfortunately, this building was not lit up with lighting, only plain white lights. Must have taken a lot of time to carve this out. And we also had some stones here, some writings, probably some wordings from famous people. And look at this carving. All the famous freedom fighters, not all of them but some of them carved out on this frame, and above that sits Mahatma Gandhi. We started walking, and then we saw all the tents getting dismantled, everybody preparing to get back home. One last time looking at this poster of the book fair at Vidhana Soudha. We finally reached the big gate to get outside. I guess we were not allowed to go out from this gate. There were all these cops sending back people, so we went back again to the back side of Vidhana Soudha, and we were still attracted to the lighting, and we went out almost, but we still stood and caught a few last glimpses of the big, huge, colorful structure. Look at the way the color keeps changing here. All these people walking back home, contempt, trying to reach the gate. That's PWC. I know it's not clear in this video, but that was one of the big fours, and this is one of the big posters inviting people to the event. We came out of the gate, we kept walking. Look at this lighting, and we were walking towards gate number 2, where we had parked our vehicle and saw this super bike. This guy, I guess he had come to the event, he's going back home. This is gate number 2, the gate that we entered in the afternoon, finally bidding it farewell. Our vehicle was parked close by. Fortunately, there was nothing that had happened to it. It was all safe. Well, we were in front of one of the safest buildings in Bangalore, very well protected. This is our vehicle. We started heading out to home. We exited this big gate. But the thing is, the event had not yet ended. It was close to 9 p.m. We are outside the premises, outside the gate, but still the lighting was on. The function was still going on. The concert was still on. The singers still singing. One last time we stood to take a glimpse of this structure, and the video ends here. Don't forget to subscribe and watch my other videos. Bye, good night, have a great life, enjoy every moment of it. Bye bye.